Welcome to my channel, My Teacher. In this video, I am going to explain the book back answers in 14th unit in 10th biology, transportation in plants and circulation in animals. Give reasons for the following statements. First one, minerals cannot be passively absorbed by the roots. Answer, minerals are present in the soil as charged particles or ions that cannot move across cell membranes. The concentration of minerals in the soil is usually lower than the concentration of minerals in the root. Therefore, most minerals enter the root by active absorption through the cytoplasm of epidermal cells. Second question, guard cells are responsible for opening and closing of stomata. Answer, the opening and closing of the stomata is due to the change in turgidity of the guard cells. When water enters into the guard cells, they become turgid and the stoma open. When the guard cells lose water, it becomes flaccid and the stoma closes. Third question, the movement of substances in the phloem can be in any direction. Answer, the source is part of the plant that synthesizes food, that is the leaf, and sink is the part that kneads or stores the food. But the source and sink may be reversed depending on the season or the plant's need. Since the source-sink relationship is variable, the direction of movement in the phloem can be upwards or downwards, that is bidirectional. Fourth question, minerals in the plants are not lost when the leaf falls. Answer, minerals are remobilized from older dying leaves to younger leaves. This phenomenon can be seen in deciduous plants. Elements like phosphorus, sulfur, nitrogen and potassium are easily mobilized, while elements like calcium are not remobilized. Small amounts of material exchange take place between xylem and phloem. Hence, minerals are not lost when the leaf falls. Fifth question, the walls of the right ventricle are thicker than the right auricle. Answer, the left and right ventricles have thick walls because the ventricles have to pump out blood with force away from the heart. From the right ventricle arises the pulmonary trunk, which bifurcates to form right and left pulmonary arteries. Sixth question, mature RBC in mammals do not have cell organelles. Answer, mammalian RBC lack nucleus and makes the cells biconcave and increase surface area for oxygen binding. Loss of mitochondria allows the RBC to transport all the oxygen to tissues, and loss of endoplasmic reticulum allows more flexibility for RBC to move through the narrow capillaries. Long answer questions. First one, how do plants absorb water? Explain. Answer, root hair water absorbing unit. There are millions of root hairs on the tip of the root which absorb water and minerals by diffusion. Root hairs are thin-walled, slender extension of epidermal cell that increase the surface area of absorption. Pathway of water absorbed by roots. Once the water enters the root hairs, the concentration of water molecules in the root hair cells become more than that of the cortex. Thus, water from the root hair moves to the cortical cells by osmosis and then reaches the xylem. From there, the water is transported to the stem and leaves. Types of movement of water into the root cells: apoplast pathway, symplast pathway. Apoplast pathway. The apoplastic movement of water occurs exclusively through the intracellular spaces on the walls of the cells. Apoplastic movement does not involve crossing the cell membrane. This movement is dependent on the gradient. Symplast pathway. In this method, water molecules move to the adjacent cells through the plasma membrane, cytoplasm and plasmodesmata. This method of transport is slow as water moves through the plasma membrane. It is in accordance to the concentration gradient. Second question, what is transpiration? Give the importance of transpiration. Answer: transpiration is the evaporation of water from the aerial parts of the plant, especially through the stomata in leaves. Importance of transpiration. Its transpiration pull for transport of water, supplies water for photosynthesis, transport minerals from soil to all parts of the plant, cools the surface of the leaves by evaporation, keeps the cell turgid, hence maintain their shape. Third question, why are leukocytes classified as granulocytes and agranulocytes? Name each cell and mention its functions. Answer: based on the presence or absence of granules in the cytoplasm, the white blood corpuscles can be grouped into two categories: granulocytes, agranulocytes. Granulocytes, they contain granules in their cytoplasm. Their nucleus is irregular or lobed. The granulocytes are of three types. First one, neutrophil. Second, eosinophil. Third, basophil. First one, neutrophils. They are large in size and have a 2 to 7 lobed nucleus. These corpuscles form 60% to 65% of the total leukocytes. Their numbers are increased during infection and inflammation. Second one, eosinophils. It has a bilobed nucleus and constitute 2% to 3% of the total leukocytes. Their number increases during conditions of allergy and parasitic infections. It brings about detoxification of toxins. Third one, basophils. Basophils have lobed nucleus. They form 0.5 to 1% of the total leukocytes. They release chemicals during the process of inflammation. Agranulocytes. Granules are not found in the cytoplasm of these cells. The agranulocytes are of two types: lymphocytes, monocytes. First one, lymphocytes. These are of about 20 to 25% of the total leukocytes. They produce antibodies during bacterial and viral infections. Second one, monocytes. They are the largest of the leukocyte and are amoeboid in shape. These cells form 5 to 6% of the total leukocytes. They are phagocytic and can engulf bacteria. Fourth question, differentiate between systole and diastole. Explain conduction of heartbeat. Answer: systole is the contraction of the heart. Diastole is the relaxation of the heart. Initiation and conduction of heartbeat. The human heart is myogenic in nature. Contraction is initiated by a specialized portion of the heart muscle, the sinoatrial node, which is situated in the wall of the right atrium near the opening of the superior vena cava. The SA node is broader at the top and tapering below. It is made up of thin fibers. Sinoatrial node acts as the pacemaker of the heart because it is capable of initiating impulse which can stimulate the heart muscles to contract. The impulse from the sinoatrial node spreads as a wave of contraction over the right and left atrial wall, pushing the blood through the atrioventricular valves into the ventricles. The wave of contraction from SA node reaches the atrioventricular node, which is stimulated to emit an impulse of contraction, spreading to the ventricular muscle via the atrioventricular bundle and the Purkinje fibers. Fifth one, enumerate the functions of blood. Answer: transport of respiratory gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide, transport of digested food materials to the different body cells, transport of hormones, transport of nitrogenous excretory products like ammonia, urea and uric acid. It is involved in protection of the body and defense against diseases. It acts as buffer and also helps in regulation of pH and body temperature. It maintains proper water balance in the body. Assertion and reasoning. First one, assertion. RBC plays an important role in the transport of respiratory gases. Reason: RBC do not have cell organelles and nucleus. A. If both A and R are true and R is correct explanation of A. B. If both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. C. A is true but R is false. D. Both A and R are false. Correct answer is option A. If both A and R are true and R is correct explanation of A. Second, assertion. Persons with AB blood group are called universal recipient because they can receive blood from all groups. Reason: antibodies are absent in persons with AB blood group. Option A. If both A and R are true and R is correct explanation of A. B. If both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. C. A is true but R is false. D. Both A and R are false. Correct answer is option A. If both A and R are true and R is correct explanation of A. Higher order thinking skills or HOTS. First one. When any dry plant material is kept in water, they swell up. Name and define the phenomenon involved in this change. Answer. The phenomenon is called imbibition. Imbibition is a type of diffusion in which a solid absorbs water and gets swells up. Example: absorption of water by the seeds. Second one. Why are the walls of the left ventricle thicker than the other chambers of the heart? Answer. The left and right ventricles have thick walls because the ventricles have to pump blood with force away from the heart. Third one. Doctors use stethoscope to hear the sound of the heart. Why? Answer. A stethoscope is used to detect the sound produced by the internal organs of human body. The heart sound is heard by placing the stethoscope on the chest. It is a useful diagnostic tool to identify and localize health problems and diagnose disease. Fourth one, how does the pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein differ in their function when compared to a normal artery and vein? Answer, all arteries carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery, which carry deoxygenated blood to the lungs. All veins carry deoxygenated blood except the pulmonary vein, which carry oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Fifth one, transpiration is a necessary evil in plants. Explain. Answer, transpiration is the evaporation of water from the aerial parts of the plant, especially through stomata in leaves. When the leaves of a plant transpires more water than its absorption, it results in excessive transpiration. This leads to wilting or drying of leaves. It may cause the death of the plant. Hence, transpiration is termed as a necessary evil. Thanks for watching my video. If you like this video, kindly subscribe my channel, My Teacher.